and it gets people off. It gets people off drugs a lot of times. I know you don't think so, but some people get the same feeling up here, like when they hit the pipe. You know what I'm saying? When they freebase. Now, I'm not one of those people. I'm just kidding. Um, uh, the love, the passion that you have to have, and the respect that you should have. And the respect should be in the audience as well. You're a performer. When you're talking in an audience and you're a performer, you're a bad comic. That's all I can come up with. Because why else would you do that? You can't do that. When you're on stage and you notice people talking, you can acknowledge it a little bit. Don't make a big deal about it because it becomes about them. Then you lose your time. And yeah. You would think it's real school. You would think it's real school. I got a phone call from a kid. You know what he told me? He goes, I'm not coming in today. He goes, I think I'm going to stay home because I'm tired. After I cussed his ass out, he got here. Because one of these entitled ones. You know the entitled kids? Nice. Sherman Oaks, Thousand Oaks, wherever the Oaks are. Oh my God, you're not coming in. I said, this isn't 8th grade. You have a show. And when you have a show, guys, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Do what you want. Don't get high. Don't get high. Don't smoke a joint. Don't drink any alcohol. Feel it. All right? Feel it. Feel it. After that point, maybe you can do things like that if you care to. But you need to know what you're doing. You need to be sharp. And yeah, I'm sharp when I'm high. I'm even funnier. I'm funnier when I'm high. I drive better when I'm drunk. I've heard it all. Okay? Don't. The worst thing that can happen is to see things that I've seen. I've seen a drunk man on stage. I'll never forget this black guy was so drunk with Stephen Rosenfield's class. I said to Steve, with all due respect, you know when you know your own? Like me and Patty make jokes about the Irish. I'm not Irish, but we make jokes about the Irish. I say to this guy, Steve, I go, Steve, I think this one ought to, I said, because I'm hosting, right? I go, I think we ought to pass on this one. He goes, no, he goes, I think he's got it. He came off the stage and kissed white women in their mouths, okay, that were screaming. And I'm saying white women because it was before Karen. So they were all like, wah! And I was just like, wah! I was screaming too. I was like, don't you come over and kiss me. Yeah. And they couldn't get him off. It was like painful. And I've seen the best comedians go down like that. I'm not going to name a name, but there's a girl, I think she's funny, but there's a time. When your time is up, She won't stop. She kept going, and they finally begged her to shut up. When someone begs you to shut up, it's terrible when you're a comic. She wouldn't shut up. She goes, I'm not leaving until you laugh. Dude, I wanted to get a baseball bat. I'm kidding. Baseball bats are legal. That's why I say that all the time. You know. But that's true. But you know what? Gotta love the skin you're in. And the reason why I love this guy coming to the stage is because not only is he funny, he's truthful, and people in Jersey are already talking about him. So that's a good thing. Let's get up for Lee Schwartz. Let me hear you.
All right, thank you for the introduction. I appreciate it. You're back in town, which is a really good thing. I mean, I need all the motivation I can get to come here. And once again, my girlfriend was the driving force again. She gets the prize. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. A list of million things before I go out the door. You know, like, and it's like no concern about whether I'm late or not. Doesn't matter. Incidental, unimportant. And it's like, you know how, honey, don't be late. It's, honey, why don't you be late? No. So this time it was, before it was do some little electrical work or plumbing or take out the dog or, you know, I don't know, just turn on the dishwasher or something like that. So it's a long list of things. And I'm like, okay. Today, and I'm thinking, she's like, I just got one thing for you to do. That's it. It's not going to be too painful. She says, I just want you to take this little thing and you go to all the circuits and you put it in and it'll say whether it's working or not. White light, it's working. Red light, it isn't. So you go all around. She says, can you just do one side of the house? Just one side of the house. It's okay. It'll be fast. I'm like, every single circuit to see if they all work. And you know, each time she forgets the most important thing. I'm Jewish. I don't know how to do this. Guys don't know how to do this. It's just one of those things. It's not inherent, and that's it. So, but then she's doing it on purpose because then she's like, why don't you check the circuit breaker? There's something in there too. And I'm like, okay, I mean, just give me a break, you know. And I'm thinking, you know, was this the right one long ago? And I'm thinking, well, I don't know, but I'm gonna do this anyway, just to get her off my back and just get this done. So I'm starting doing this one by one, waiting for the light to go on. Okay, okay. And I'm thinking way back, and I'm thinking, all my dates, all the girls I've been with, you know, and I'm thinking, this 1, 2, and I'm going through like, did I miss the right one? You know, did I miss the right one? Each time, is it the right one? Am I getting it in right? And I'm thinking, oh, okay, this one, and I'm really going through my mind of all the dates, and I'm coming up with wrong ones, and I'm like, this is gonna take forever, trying to find the right one, you know, and thinking, I think she was definitely the wrong one, because she's making me do all these things that she's trying to find the right or wrong ones, and I'm, you know, she's trying to. So eventually I come up with one. I'm thinking, what about a good person, someone all along that maybe she was the right one and I didn't notice, and then here I missed her, and then she just vanished, and now I got the semi-right one, kind of right one, and not really know if it's the right one, because maybe it was. But then I couldn't come up with a really good date I had, so, and I kept coming up with this ridiculous one. I went out with this girl, and everything was going right. Nice girl, nice restaurant, nice everything. And then next thing I know, it's like, you know, standard, you know, how you doing? Good to meet you and everything. And I'm thinking, well, you know, today was a good day. How about your day? She's like, I just got smashed last night. I've done so much drugs. I'm not feeling that well. And I was like, oh, okay. And then she goes on to all these drug experiences and I'm thinking, oh, all the 6 lines, and I couldn't see straight after that, and I was like, I'm trying to relate, you know, I'm trying to keep it going, relate, because I want to keep it going, and I'm thinking, well, like, all these drugs, you did this, you did that, oh, wow, that's great, impressive. I mean, I'm just saying these are badges of courage, you know, and I'm thinking, well, let's see, I had a ton of cappuccinos one time, and God, I was just flying, you know, flying. And she's like, oh, yeah, really? Oh, that's you know. And then she's like, oh, you know, I'm thinking, I've never really ditched a date. I've never done that, and I'm proud. I was proud of it. I never did it. And then I'm thinking, this will be a chance to just get out now, pull the ripcord. You know, went to the bathroom, and then I was like, okay, I'll just go right at the back, and that'll be that. And she'll be, you know, and then I say, you know, I come back and I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just stick it out, be a good guy, not just. Then she goes to the bathroom, and I'm like, oh, how much coke is she gonna be doing that? And like, oh, and then I'm like, okay, left some money for drinks and took off, and that was that. And then, you know, I kept going through a couple of these, and you know, I'm like, okay, and she's looking over my shoulder, and she's like, why are you doing this one so many times? And then I'm thinking, that all night one. That girl, I'm thinking, wow, yeah. It's still, and she's like, it's good. You can go to the next one now. Okay, and I was like, oh, okay, this is done. I'm going. I'm done. I'm out of here. You can try right ones, wrong ones yourself and figure it out, and then hopefully you'll come back and you'll say, I got all the right ones, and maybe I'll find the right one myself sometime. And that's how things are going in the world of my girlfriend and me, which isn't that great, and hopefully someday it'll get better. But not tonight, unfortunately. But at least I'm here, and I can, you know, enjoy some fear of judgment, some humiliation, degradation, perhaps some wonderful things like that, and just get away from it all. You know, enjoy, you know, fear, you know, all these terrible things, you know. Anything's better than being with my girlfriend tonight. So I'll take it, and just get away from it all. At least I got somewhere to go.
Yeah.
You know? So, and this is the place.
That's right.
Okay. Thank you.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I
What
forgot.
are you doing? We're not here? You don't love
Oh,
us?
thank you all. I really appreciate you making it out. Hopefully your girlfriends didn't chase you out and they made you just motivated you, inspired you to come versus hating you and wanting you to get out. That helped that. We can find me on Instagram. It's lee.schwartz585 and I'll be there.
There you go.
Just go look. All
There
right.
you go. Now, the next time up, we're going to talk about when she tries to make you do it.
All right. Yeah.
That could be different.
Okay.
I love that jacket. How can I hold you when you ain't even mine? I'm kidding. Next. Thank you. Say you'll always be Will Cable. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. You see what I do? See what I did there? I didn't mean it. That's great. Let me tell you something, guys. That's a great bit you have. We're going to start decorating her more. We want to know more things about her. There's got to be something about her that drives you crazy. Like, you'll say to her, "Are you high?" And she's like, "No." You can't. You know what I mean? Like, you have to do things that, you know, I mean, wow, it's the truth. It's the truth. That's what happens. Because most women like straight men because they'll have money for them. I didn't like my guys to do drugs. I need money. I get my own drugs. You know what I mean? I need you to be straight and be a lawyer and take care of me.
So more visual.
Not so much visual. I would say just be specificity really helps us get there.
Details. Yes.
Details. When I say specificity, I'm talking about down to the hair on her friggin' lip. If you see something, things that bother you, things that make you, you know, like she's fotzing around, and you know when she's doing it because she's fotzing around. You know what I mean?
Right.
How do you say that in English?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Fotzing around. How would you say that?
Yeah. I don't remember that one, but
you know,
it's like a
you know what it is. Yeah.
Yiddish,
Right.
Your new combination.
I'm sorry, guys. I know. Patty's like, so then why don't you stick with the nuns? It was easier. You're absolutely right, because I get all confused with it. But you know what's really great about this? It's great that we always have people that come back in my life when they leave me, they forget about me. They don't call, they don't try to see how I'm doing just because they cute. But that's okay. He'll be gone in a sneeze, but right now we got the comedy of Tony Steve. Tony!
It's all good. It's all good. Man, she just made me feel bad. I don't know what I did. Shit.
That's a woman.
I'm sorry. Shit. What's up, everybody? How we doing? We good?
All right.
Yeah, thanks for the claps. Thanks for all the claps. The one clap. I appreciate it. Everybody else, fuck y'all. Nah. I learned this thing about like public speaking. Let's see if this shit worked. Hey! Nah, that shit didn't work. All right, it's one thing I noticed that's pissing me off. Ain't enough black people in here. Shit whack. We need to increase the demographic. I say we start with let's get some fish frying in the back or some shit. You gotta get that smell, that smelly smell. Niggas gonna walk past like, what's that? What's going on in there? LA School up. I don't know. All I smell is fish. Next, we need some different paintings. All I see is like Gwyneth Paltrow and shit back there. A bunch of white people. Larry the Cable Guy and shit. Let's get a picture of fucking Sidney Poitier for the uppity niggas, so they could just walk past, drinking wine. This place is nice. Did you see the picture of Sidney Poitier? Last thing we need is a wax figure of Morgan Freeman right here. Shit, I don't know why, but we need him dressed as that principal from when he was a principal in that principal movie.
Yeah.
It was a principal role. But yeah, you know why? Because he was serious in that movie. He meant business. You wouldn't be fucking staring at me like you don't give a fuck. He'd be right back here, just backing me up. Just get him, Morgan. Shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I do drugs and just show up. I don't rehearse this shit. I paid $10 to do this shit. The fuck? I'm in debt to tell jokes. You got me fucked up. I'm gonna look at my phone. La di da, la di da di da. Man, LA School of Comedy. It's all good though. I love it. I love LA. Y'all like LA? Everybody, we fans of LA? What's up with you, bro?
I like it.
You like it?
I like it.
Nah, you don't like it. That was some bullshit. He's like, I like it. Yeah, I like it a little bit. Nah, he don't like it. It's cool. I fuck with LA. It's a little dirty, a little crazy. I fuck with Hollywood. You know, you see some strippers every now and then. It's pretty cool. But you see these celebrity lookalikes start to get out of hand, man. I see this fucking celebrity Tupac. He was just a bald-head Cambodian dude. He's talking about all eyes on me. All eyes on me. You want the autograph? I was like, fuck it, I'll take one. Had to throw up the W, you know, West Coast, you know. He looked smacking, man, spot on. The mustache was there. Ah, man. Speaking of principal, I don't know about y'all, but I went to school in Long Beach, and my principal was, he didn't give a fuck about the students. I only saw that dude like twice a year. This motherfucker's name was Mr. Ashley. He kind of looked like a gay toothpaste model or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's like selling like, you know, exotic flavors of Colgate. Just like, try that zesty lemon. You'll like that new zesty mango. He just looked like a male cheerleader or some shit. Seen him twice a year. He was a jolly guy, but I know he didn't give a fuck because all our teachers was trash. I felt like all he did, the only purpose of a principal was just to do the interviews and shit. Because I don't know what the fuck else he does. I was asking people, like, what does the principal do? They was like, he's the principal. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? So, you know, I figured it was that. And he just hired any old body. Like, we had an English teacher who couldn't speak English. She was retarded. He's like this Asian dude. And you know how you could fuck an easy class up just because of the teacher? You know what I mean? Everybody was getting like D's and C's and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's him. Like, we used to be like, hey, you need to study this shit after class. Like, fuck, you need to do the homework, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Like, he had a build-up. He had build-up before his words. Just like, he couldn't even just say hello, right? He's just like, how you doing? That shit used to be just, hello. I was like, what the fuck is that shit before hello? And the worst thing was he used to always say, excellent. This is excellent. But his accent was so trash, I swear it sounded like he was saying, Edward Scissorhands. Edward Scissorhands. This shit is Edward Scissorhands. One time, Johnny Depp came to our school. He was like, who the fuck is that? He was like, it's Edward Scissorhands, the fucking dude you keep talking about. I hated that dude. This new shit, y'all. I come and do new shit all the time. I hate people who just come do that same old material. Like, I haven't been here in a month and I still heard that. I heard that fucking joke you did last month. Like, I don't know, that was stupid. I blame weed. Don't smoke if you can't concentrate. It's supposed to help you concentrate, but here we are. Hey, here's an elephant in the room. I'm bald. I don't give a fuck. I get bitches. I attract psychics, mostly. Like, I'm dating Miss Cleo daughter right now. Hey, I be helping her win her winning scratchers. She loving it. She like 75, 85. She know the numbers. You know what I mean? It's a fortune in this shit. If you slap me in the head, you can travel to the past. Like, I got powers, man. I'm a magical black. I'm a magical black. They call me Black Magic. If I was a superhero, what would your superhero name be? Miss Tangerine Queen with the orange. I like the little fit, this little disco mama. Like, you was popping in the 80s. Oh, yeah, she was popping. Yeah. Take her to the bathroom. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. She's married. Don't kick my ass husband, please. I'm like, what you say about my wife? He's probably white. He's like, what did you say about my wife? I feel like he's white. I feel like it was the second one. She laughed more. What did you say about my wife? My fucking wife. You know, they scrunched the fucking wife. Fucking wife. Black people, when we get mad, we just we tense up. It's a whole lot of frustration and shaking. Fuck you up. I seen a blood get mad at a taco truck the other day. It was funny as fuck. He walked up to the truck. He was like, "Let me get a Barney asada, blood." You know the dude's Mexican at the cashier. He's like, "What is a Barney asada? Do you mean Barney like the dinosaur?" He's like, "Blood, you heard what I said, blood." He did the Barney asada, blood. He was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." He was like, "Ah, fuck, I fucked the joke up." Next joke. Damn, I like that joke too. It's all good though. Stop smoking weed, y'all. Anybody smoking here? Oh, all right. Anybody else? Damn, y'all losers. No, I'm just kidding. No, I hate people who look at me and be like, "Hey, you're a loser. You smoke weed, you're a loser." Do I get to light it?
Right now.
Oh shit, I'm like, damn, I've been up here for like 55 minutes. I feel like I'm sweating. But no, I love people who be like, "Hey, do what you want, just don't offer me none." I'm like, "I never was." More for me, baby. Hate people who just be like, "Oh, you're a loser." Who never tried it. I'm like, come on, bro. You never lived. You didn't even try it. I feel the people who tried it and it was like, "Oh, it's trash." Like, you know what I mean? It's not trash, but you know they can't handle it and shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Know what I mean, son? Kind of look like a bald head DMX. I got the, oh yeah, cool, I like that. All right, son, me, love me, go back to that one. I'm Cambodian. That was so racist. I'm sorry, y'all. I love Cambodian women. It was this girl, I let one get away, man. I was looking at my past dates. I let one get away. She was so bad, and she liked me, and I was like, what the fuck? I didn't get none of the hints. She said I was cute, and I was just like, oh, thank you. Like a stupid-ass idiot. Didn't even pursue that ass. It was 10th grade. I was a loser. Because I didn't do drugs yet. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Tony Steves. You can find me in the streets. Don't look for me. I got warrants.
That's what coming to find you. That was a great set. Come on, stop it. And the reason why you got to do it here is because they got to practice. Let me tell you something. Because me and Sam fight all the time. You got to get that core set here so that you'll remember that, because you think you got it because you're like, I know that piece. And then you'll be like, oh my God, I forgot my bit. But you know something? You were great. Give it up for Tony. Come on. Looking good, talking about chitlins. I wanted to tell you to not assume the knowledge of the audience. You should explain who Miss Cleo was.
Oh, damn.
And then that will make it.
Yeah, that was true. That's true.
All right? Because I don't even know who the latest Mrs. Cleo is. I have no idea.
Hey, you don't know Miss Cleo?
No, of course I do, but they
Look
don't.
at the cards. If you look at the cards, yeah.
They don't know, right?
She's from Brooklyn. Right?
Exactly. She's from Brooklyn. She's Jamaican. No, she wasn't even Jamaican. She put it on.
She wasn't.
She wasn't. She put on the accent.
I didn't think about that.
Come on in. Hey, come on down, Dean. That's my seat. There you go. Listen, New York, New York. I'm just saying New York because I can't find anything to rhyme with the next person, but that's okay. We're not in New York, but we do have the comedy of the one and only Bork. Let me hear you.
Fork.
Bork.
Fork.
All right. Fork. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's good. I'm Bork. Yeah, I've been Bork all my life. And tonight you're going to get borked. I hope. I got to tell you. This is a great open mic.
Yes, it is.
I want to say that
Thank
just
you.
to get it started. Just to get it started. I can tell it's a great open mic by the quality of comics that I was talking to before the show. You guys are really going to be good. And the ones that have been up here tonight have been great. So we're going downhill from here. Oh, he said that? No, he didn't. All right. So, you see I'm wearing a hockey jersey. And you're probably wondering, why is a comedian wearing a hockey jersey? And I'll tell you why. My father always told me to dress for the job you want, not the job you have. I want to be a hockey player. I do. I do. When I was a kid, 10 years old, 2 things I watched on TV. Never missed them. Never. I lived in Chicago. So the first thing, the Chicago Blackhawk games. Never missed one. The second thing, Batman with Adam West. Thank you. I love my wife. And I love my kids. My kids are cute and adorable. That's what my wife and I call them. Cute and adorable. When they play, it is amazing to watch. They'll put together a puzzle. They're old enough now where they can put together a puzzle. And the big one will give the little one the last piece. And he'll put it into the puzzle. Yeah. And when they run around the house playing hide and go seek and tag, they are so careful not to break a single thing. And to think they're only in their 40s. Thank you. I absolutely love my wife. We're married for 47 years. Thank you. Thank you. We just had our first grandchild. Well, it was May 15th. It was December 12th, 2015 that we had him. He's 8 years old now. But when we had him, it was the best day of my life.
Yeah.
Yes. Not because we had a grandchild, but because that was the day I went from being a motherfucker to being a grandmotherfucker. Yes. Yes, he just said that on at a mic. Oh, God. I have been, somebody mentioned psychic. I think it was, well, he's gone. Somebody mentioned psychic, and I have been thinking for 2 years of seeing a psychic. As soon as one calls, I will. Don't like puns. Okay, let's play I've Lost 60 Pounds. Yes, 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 I've done it through very strict dieting, very strict exercising, and Mounjaro. Mounjaro helps a lot. But when I exercise, I'm up to 5 miles walking, 5 miles a day. 5 miles. Yeah, I'm 66 years old and I'm walking 5 miles a day. I never walk the same path. Never walk the same path. I sit at the kitchen table every day and I plot out a new path every single day. I told this to my psychologist and psychiatrist, and both of them thought I was pathological. Still don't like puns, do you? All right. All right. My wife and I, we like sex. Yeah. we'll start on this side of the bed. Over here. And then we kind of roll and roll and roll. And we get to this side of the bed. And then we'll go back there and back here again. Yeah, we've learned it's so much easier on the bottom. You may have noticed, I too am bald. For 24 years, I had hair. I did. I really had hair for 24 years. I would comb it, I would brush it, I would shampoo it. I would even talk to it at night. Then one day, we had a falling out. I have been looking for my hair for 42 years. 42 years, not even a phone call. Not even a text. Not even a hairline. Aw. Yes, I absolutely am losing my mind. At least that's what my wife tells me. She says, I think you've got early onset dementia, Bork. She's had me tested. She brought me for testing. The doctor asked me one question. One question only. Bork, when was the last time you had a blowjob? I looked the doc in the eye and I told him, June 17th, 1976. The significance to that date, ladies and gentlemen, 3 days before I got married. The doctor looked up at me and he said, Bork, we can handle that for an additional $10 copay. When he was done, he looked up at me and said, Bork, come back on an as-needed basis. I told him I would be back in another 47 years. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Bork, and you have been Borked.
Where do we find you?
You can find Bork at Bork_728 on Instagram.
There you go. Hello to Handsome. How you doing? Thank you, Bork.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my God! I think this. You know what? I'm feeling a little strange today. I think I should have gotten something to get me going. What should I have done? Blow who? Me? Bork? Bork's my type. I don't know. I think I should have. You doing? You doing good? Listen, when I'm on stage, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Get up, go to the bathroom, pay, scratch your ass. Just, I have respect for the comedians. I'm so sorry. That's what I have to do. I'm just crazy like that. You sound like she's crazy in the house too. Don't let her fool you. That's right. Someone else is coming in? Man, there you go. That's Albert's hands.
That's terrible. You know that, right?
What the best there is that Manischewitz is. Oh man, Manischewitz, what a wine. All right, we're ready to keep going. We got this going. I had to get some energy up in here, and I said, I'm going to take an Adderall, but forget about it. I'm going to take a Patterall. Is Patty here tonight? I can't find him. Where's Patty? Patty!
You still are having a conversation back here. The moment of the. Give me some love, you motherfucker. The moment first of all, give it up for Bjork. How about that? Was that something? By God, man. But there was a moment when you described, it was revealed that the doctor had filleted you. When this guy just went, ew! It was magnificent. You guys, how you doing? You guys doing okay? You feeling good? Okay, okay. I'm just asking. Okay, because I feel fucking great. You know, I feel so good. Are we interrupting any of your reading at all? Or no? Okay, just no. Keep on doing what you're doing. I was feeling so good. I figured I would come down, drive 32 minutes. I would come down here and pay $10 to be mildly ignored by my peers. Yeah, I was going to come down here and do that because, you know, it's a wonderful feeling. But it's good for a man of my years to see another man of my years here. It means something. It does. That means that there's 2 empty seats in the balcony at the Muppet Show. Probably. But keep up with me. You're a good-looking group. You're a sexy group of people. Really, yeah, just a couple shitbags over there. But for the most part, fucking pretty good-looking group of people as time goes by here. I want to say something. First of all, I'm not going to do any stand-up comedy tonight, so I hope you're not fucking... I'm just not doing that. Just going to talk about my life. If something happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But apparently, I am not welcome at Chuck E. Cheese anymore. All right? They fucking kicked me out of the ball pit today for the 3rd time this week. Fucking manager, you got to bring a kid with you. You know, fucking ageism. God damn it, I took a whole bunch of mushrooms before I went there, man. Fucking harsh. My high, baby. Ah, look at there. Give it up for Will. Look, kind of, you could do like a Bee Gees reunion tour type thing. I like you. You're here. You look like maybe you instruct people on how to beat the shit out of other people. Is it just me? Do you get that? Like, he probably teaches people how to. Not that I'm sure you beat the shit out of them yourselves. But your profession, you look like you could take a vocation. Like, what do I think I'm going to do with my life? Maybe I'll go and be an orthodontist. Might be a lawyer. I think my life's mission is to teach other people how to beat the shit out of other people. It's noble, though. It's good. Almost correct. I thought you were Nate Diaz from a distance. That's just a joke for me and you. None of these other guys get it. But it's ageism, you know. So I went to the dog park. You ever go to the dog park? But you haven't got a dog? Did you hang around at the dog park? Which there was less stigma than the fucking ball pit. You know what I mean? That stung. That hurt. Plus, I don't know if have you been to Chuck E. Cheese lately? The fucking parking lot's more dangerous than Afghanistan. Yes. More people die monthly in the parking lots of Chuck E. Cheese's across this country than died in the last 18 months of Afghanistan. That could be fucking true. Don't look at that. That might be fucking true. I'm a little. Where are my married people? By a round of applause. Any married people? All right, that's good. God bless you. What about you two? Are you going to marry this ass kicker? What are you going to? Because you guys got some. Am I wrong? Do they have some chemistry? Look at the two of them. You'd probably produce some fucking hot little ass kicking kids. Fucking kid does. Get out and just throw a fucking roundhouse kick. Hi-ya! Damn it! And I could see him and everybody. That's my boy. That's my fucking boy, baby. God damn it! Woo! Okay, by the way, how many people just here have gradually lost the ability to raise their hand? Now I'm... Easy, don't do that in here. We have Jewish owners. Don't do that. You got a bald head already. They could mistake. You know what I mean with the goatee and the whole thing. But I don't know. He's hot, though. Give him a little love. Is that my right? He's a hot guy. I'm not the least bit homosexual, but if you went to jail, I would like to go with you. He's a hot man. I can say, I was halfway thinking maybe inviting you back to the crib for a little, maybe some light Greco-Roman wrestling or something. I don't know. Something light. I've got some Peck lube, a couple of cigarettes. This is not at all going anywhere that I had planned. I hope you know this. I did not plan on this. Hey, can you read me what that says? Just the last thing you wrote down. The last thing? Yeah, just the last thing. 1099. You are doing fucking taxes while I am up here. Son, you are doing... Are they your taxes or someone else's? I don't think that's any better. I'm not going to give you a fucking break. You know what I mean? That's another thing. Like the day that you decided that you would instruct people how to beat up other people, when did you ever make the decision to actually do taxes in the audience at a stand-up comedy mic? What point did you make that? Oh, okay, he beats the shit out of people for a living, but he's not beating anyone up right now. He's not beating anybody. That's fine. I mean, God damn it. I'm a phlebotomist by trade, but I'm not taking anybody's fucking blood. Am I? Damn it. How you guys, documentary guys, the documentary, give them a round of applause. Maybe I'll put you in a fucking documentary. I fucking love documentaries. You know, my wife, I'm married. I've been married 31 years. Thank you. So, like, when I told you I didn't have to come here to be mildly ignored. But we watching, I'd be interested in your guys' opinion, at least in the bit I'm interested. Really, I probably don't care. But all she watches are these fucking murder porn. Murder porn, murder porn, murder porn, murder porn. And most of the time, it's the spouse. You ever notice? Like, I don't even have antifreeze in my house anymore. And you got to watch these things to know. Richard Ramirez is here tonight. Give him a round of applause. Thank you, Richard. I didn't even know you were out, but I say forgive and forget. Murder porn. Now, that's cool. Like, because if anyone should know what murder porn is, it's that guy. It's that guy right fucking there. It's Dateline or 2020, and they're just one murder after another. And they run them. You can watch them. It is disturbing to fall asleep to one murder and wake up to another murder. Or sometimes Dateline's on one channel, 2020's on the other. It's the same fucking murder. Or I watch so many of them, I get to like 20 minutes in, I'm like, I've fucking seen this murder before. But it's always the spouse. It's always the fucking spouse. You know, like, here's the thing for a woman, and, well, really, this kind of is the same, we're a couple testicles short of the Senate Subcommittee on Women's Health Issues in here, if you know what I mean. My wife has scared me into being a better husband, is what I'm trying to do. The threat of death. I don't know if you noticed, but I completely lost my way there for a second. So I want you to do something. Are you ready? Oh, are you ready? This is the part of my act where you, all of you, just look at me. Feel a little bit better about yourself. All right? All right? My gift to you. Give it up for me. Give it up for me. Well, here's the thing. As I mentioned, I've been married for 31 years. And it's how long have you guys been together?
Almost 5 years.
5 years. That's good. It's still passionate. Are you married?
Not yet.
Okay, you better lock that down, baby. You better lock that down. She's fine as wine, baby. I'm just telling you, but that's good. You guys work it out. Are you fucking a lot, though, at least? No, because the reason I ask is I'm going to collect Social Security shortly. I need warm bodies to pay into the fucking system. You know, I need you guys to reproduce, you know. So do you guys, to spice it up, ever use the hall pass technique? Clap if you know what the hall pass. Oh, she stopped doing her taxes. Give her a round of applause. My wife and I, we use the hall pass technique. And the hall pass technique, clap if you know what it is, or if I need to explain it. Now, my wife is 100% Filipina. 100% Filipina. I'm 100% Irish. By the way, in LA, that makes legally our children tall Mexicans. I don't know if you know that. But my wife, once again, tiny Filipina, her hall pass is Idris Elba. She fucking loves Idris Elba. She calls him Hot Black Jesus. My hall pass, Sunda Kroonquist. No. Hey, no. Until Mark found out, he put a stop to that. Then it was Joan Rivers for a while, until she died, which put an end to that. Briefly, it was the Cholula hot sauce lady. She's fucking hot, you know what I mean? Turns out, that's not a real person. So it's hardly fair. So now, strangely enough, my hall pass is Idris Elba. He's just, come on, guys, say he's a sexy man, baby. Sexy. Well, I'm Catholic, and my wife is terminally Catholic. Very, very any Catholics in the audience? You were a Catholic, Richard, before your murder sprees, weren't you? The sprees. What was your nickname back in the day? By the way, I want to say this, Richard, and I mean this sincerely. Of all the serial killers, you have the best cheekbones. By far. best. Give it up for Richard Ramirez's cheekbones for being here this evening. Where do we go from here? Okay. Which one? Well, what was Richard Ramirez to L.A. The what the hell? No, nobody caught the Zodiac Killer. The Night Stalker. Give it up for the Night Stalker here, baby. Well, listen, I'm going to say something, and I mean this, guys, from the bottom of my heart. You guys have been mediocre. I don't mean as an audience. I mean as just as human beings, in general, mediocres. My name is Paddy, PADDY, FORCOM, I book a club Wednesday night comedy show, which is out, and it's at the Mix. So I'd love to have you out there. But in the meantime, let's bring this sexy glass of orange juice back to the stage. Let's give it up for the mistress on this island of misfit fucking toys, Sunda Kronquist. Come on!
Give it up for Patty! Oh, Patty, I love you. I used so much money. I was so sick. We're all set up here. I know it's crazy. I was sick. I was so sick. Aviva came. I was so sick. My daughter got me something to eat at 2:00 in the afternoon. Is that nice? 2 bagels and a water, and my husband asked me for a bagel. Yeah. All right. I just want to make sure we're all quieted out. Down and out. We got this. Yes. We're going to do this fundraiser, guys. By the way, talk about documentary. They're trying to evict the LA School of Comedy, and we're going to make a big thing about that. They're not evicting us. We have to stay here, because without the LA School of Comedy, where are you going to go and stalk people? This is where I like to go. I'm just kidding, because, you know something, at the end of the day, you really do have to know what you're doing. And so when I get in a room with this guy, he's going to teach me how to keep my teeth on. Let's give it up for the one and only Alex. Let him hear you. Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Honestly, I was sitting there like being roasted for like a few seconds. I was like, I'm enjoying being roasted more than like actually performing. But by the way, I do like your shirt. Back in 2010, I met Bobby Hall in person in Montreal. That was an amazing time. I used to play hockey for a long time until shit happened in my life, and I just like, nah, I'm not continuing after 17 years, you know. But so yesterday, I was thinking like it's my first show, like, you know, I've never performed before, you know, like never held a mic before. So I'm like thinking like, what if like the lights go off? What if like the microphone dies out? What if the earthquake happens? What if all these things happen at the same time together? I'm standing here like an idiot, just like doing what the fuck am I doing here? And I go up to my girlfriend and I'm like, babe, it's like, should I go? I'm like, should I do this, you know? And she's like, well, you're unfunny. I'm like, so like, should I still go? Like, she's like, well, it's worth trying, but you're just not funny. So I'm standing there like, I'm like, okay, so I assume that means no. She's like, no, I mean, you can still go. And I'm like, what are you doing here, by the way? I mean, I'm already here. So like, you came here, obviously. You're sitting here, and I'm like, I guess I'm unfunny, but you're still supporting me. I appreciate that, by the way. But, so the next thing, right? I didn't mention before, I'm Russian. I was born in Russia until the age of 14, until I moved out here. I'm 30 now, old enough. So, calling my dad, right? I'm like, hey, Dad. So, like, trying to, like, perform at the stand-up comedy, like, you know. And my dad is, like, really Russian, like, as you can like assume, being Russian, the most Russian person, like my dad is like the most Russian person. So my dad's like, you cannot go. There is a war going on. And I'm like, okay, well, we're in America. Like, there's no wars here, you know? He's like, no, you still cannot go. It's not funny when there is a war and there is soldiers dying for the country. I'm like, so, and he continues like, he's like, you cannot be laughing. You cannot, because Vladimir Putin doesn't laugh. And I'm like, I'm not gonna be laughing. My girlfriend already said I'm like, you know, I'm not funny anyway. So, I know like I'm supposed to throw like more Russian jokes here, but like that's not why I came here. So there's I don't know if it's funny, but like So about airplanes, like I've flown many times in my life, like over like 100, 200 times probably, especially when I was growing up, like playing for a hockey team, I was flying back and forth. But recently, for some reason, I began like experiencing fear, right? And it's understandable because you just can't constantly have luck. You can't be lucky. Someday, shit might happen and you crash, especially after watching a lot of airplanes. So every time I see an experienced pilot, I'm like, shit can't happen. Like, I need some junior pilot here because he's flown over 100 times. I've flown over 100 times. We might go down because too much experience here. But yeah, that was a dark joke, So ever since like I started experiencing that fear, I try not to hop on planes with experienced pilots. Before I walk in, I just ask them, how many hours did you fly? And they just say whatever they say, and I just get off the plane in case of anything. Now, you guys, I'm pretty sure like somebody in this room watched the interview of Tucker Carlson and Vladimir Putin, right? I mean, you guys know who Tucker Carlson is, like, right? The guy who used to work at for the Fox News until he got fired. Who knows for what? I have a feeling why. He needed money. I mean, $500 million is not enough, so you got to go to Russia and get paid. So, it's funny how Tucker went to Russia for a history class, because you cannot get such an experienced history class then go into Russia, talk one-on-one, face-to-face with Vladimir Putin, and on top of that get $20 million, right? So when they were sitting, and the funny part was when Tucker is asking like, Mr. President, have you tried speaking with Vladimir Zelensky? Like, why didn't you talk about the conflict before you started the war? And Vladimir sitting there like, Volodya, I tried calling you, like I tried talking to you. Remember your dad was on the front line with Nazi in 1945. And I'm sitting like listening to this bullshit, and I'm like, first of all, Vladimir Zelensky's dad was born in 1947. And that's the true fact, actually. But not too many people realize that when Vladimir Putin lied straight up to 300 million people. Yeah, it kind of gets personal at that point. But it's funny, like, another thing like about Tucker. Tucker was staring at Vladimir the entire time with a face like this. Like, same way as when I was in Russia taking English classes, and we had that teacher with big ass tits. Like the same way I was staring at the teacher. And overall, he got the bag, came back to US, and I'm just still here chilling, judging. But thank you guys for your attention. I appreciate that. And make sure you follow me on Instagram, BaskTV / and I'll see you guys later. Thank you, Sundar. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
And Bask is B-A-S-Q-U-E. It is. Which one is it? You want the Bask?
Bask TV.
But B-A-S-Q-U-E.
No, TV. B-A-S-K TV.
Bask?
Like basket.
You're thinking of like the
Basket in the sun.
B-A-S-K-T-V.
Yeah.
The Basque separation.
I've been to Bask.
TV. By Spain.
No?
By Spain.
I can't take the stress anymore.
Listen, I can't take the stress anymore, so I put it off to my better half. And a lot of you know my better half. But you're going to see her right now. Let's give it up for the comedy of your comedy concierge, Samantha Linderman. Let her hear you.
Everybody give it up for Suna Cronquist in Los Angeles. You think, she's director of the LA School of Con. We needed you. We missed you so much. How's everybody doing right now? Great. Great job. First time on stage. Hello. Hello, TikTok. Hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube. And of course, most importantly, my real life peeps. You're not in my head. That's so nice. I had a friend who had that diagnosis with where you actually do have people. And I said to a therapist, I was like, you know, because I thought I could be vulnerable. Go figure. I said, sometimes, you know, I wish I had that. And she was like, what would your friends say? And I was like, well, which one? No. We had the same name. You ever been in group therapy and there's 3 Sams? I'm sorry. I'm like, what is this? That's messed up. And everybody thought I was joking. We're all sitting there and they're like, well, I'm here because my divorce. And I'm here because I never even got married. And I was like, I really think I should try comedy. I felt I needed an audience. I don't know. That's the highest paying ticket right there, to sit in group therapy. You can pay about $10 to come to open mic. How much is it to go to group therapy? Too much. It's sad. It really is. I usually don't come up here and just open with the mental wellness. I'm Sam. I am the comedy concierge. I had so much fun watching you do your documentary today. Give it up. Seriously, give it up to you guys for taking an interest in Sunda and, you know, showing her off. We need to. Sunda and I get things done. We get it done in a way that makes sense for us. You know what I mean? Like I would call it success, right? We have the keys, we have the phone, we have the wallet. But then it's different when you get in the car and you both look at each other and you go, where are we going? That's like bad. Like, you know what I mean? She was like, okay, Samantha, where are we going? And I was like, I don't know, where are we going? I don't know, like, it's a surprise. That's bad. Asking the Uber driver, like, he's like, I don't know. And I don't care. The other day I was trying to be too nice and I almost like got hit by my Uber driver. Which is like, that's never happened to you? I don't know. I heard some confusion somewhere. Someone said, what? No, you've never accidentally almost been hit by your Uber driver. And then I wasn't even worried about being hit. I was like, my rating? You know what I mean? What is he gonna say? You know? Because I need Uber. I'm scared to drive. And Lyft still feels funky when I click on it. I don't know. There's something about the graphics there. I don't know. I just love Uber. Sometimes I will be like walking down the street and one time I was walking down the street and a car honks at me and it was an old Uber driver just saying hello. Does that happen to you? No. This is it. It just happens to me. I got a massage for the first time ever. I'm just saying. And it was, I was nervous. It was a whole thing. I was like, how does she have 3 hands? It was her foot. But she was getting in there, you know what I mean? And she said, sit up. And I was like, no Zumba. Like, no. I was like, I'm going to lay down. I was like, what do you mean sit up? I was like, are we going to walk? Where are we going to sit up? It was amazing. My parents support me doing this. Give it up for that. That's so special. But with support comes criticism. And we love that. It's true. We love it, though. Like, my mom's like, why don't you tell about the time? One time she told me, she goes, they have a national everything day. Like, why don't they... this was a long time. She was like, why doesn't Starbucks have National Free Iced Coffee Day? She goes, do you think they'd like that one? And I was like, Mom, no. If they're not liking mine, they're not liking yours. You know what I mean? She's my girl's girl, you know. We get stuff done. My mom is like, she will like speak to the manager. She'll speak to the person cleaning the bathroom. She'll speak to the intern. She doesn't discriminate, you know, like she'll just talk to anybody and let them know like something needs to be done. It can't be like this. Something needs to be done. She's emailing the city about getting a left turn. Gone. I know, good, right? It's like somebody's got to keep them on their toes, checking their inbox. Why not my mother? Why not my mother? You know, she keeps my dad on his toes. Somebody's got to keep my dad on his toes. You ever have your dad send you a text on behalf of your mom? And you're like, this is bad. Like something really bad's about to happen. I had that happen to me once. I was like 16, 17, and it's around the age where it's like you really just don't be near my electronics. Like, this is like too much. You know, like, I don't know. So I get this text from my dad, and I'm out with my 2 best friends, who obviously my parents hated, right? They have to hate them. Like, why? You know, like, is marijuana so evil? You know, that's just, I don't understand. They're my best friends. One of them's my cousin. Okay, she's transgender. Is that, like, just stop. Like, oh, I feel like they're in the room right now. That's the worst. That is the worst when you're trying to explain to your mom. That's hard. But that they're open to it. My mom, I mean. Did you get that? It's Romania. No, so I get this text from my dad, and I'm at my best friend's house, and it says Samantha. I'm like, uh-oh. Like, I was named after a Sam. You know what I mean? Like, Samantha isn't really... I mean, that's my comedy concierge name. It sounds so fancy, but and usually, you know, in my other world, I'm Sam. Samantha, your mother has found some hardcore porn on your computer. Hardcore, and I've never seen her this upset. And I'm like, wait, because immediately I'm looking for a defense. I'm like, that's not true. You know, let's just be real. Who's she been more upset at, me or you? I'm saying you have 10 years, you have years on me for her to be upset at you about. You know what I mean? He's scared that she's going to find his stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. No, I understand. I understand what's happening, but don't make it about me, because why are you on my computer? So I call her, and I'm like, why are you on my computer? And she goes, why would you ask me such a thing? It was falling. And I was like, it was falling, and you pressed play, and you took notes, and you showed dad, and now my sister's crying. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. How does that happen? Hardcore porn. I don't even really need to tell you what it was. All I need to tell you is that both tabs had how to in it. I'm not lying. Like, it was like how to. And I had I had 2 tabs to compare. But I'm sorry, it's like, you gave me the internet. And I was like, that's hardcore. That's crazy. The worst was when she said, so, Samantha, is this what you want to do with your life? Is this what you want to do with your life? With your life? Is this what you... And I was like, I'm looking up how to. I can't do this for a living. I can't do this for a living. Nobody taught me. Shout out, no, I had a wonderful sex ed teacher in 9th grade, Mr. Jablonski. Give it up for him. He would wear, like, no shoes ever. You know, ever. It was a smelly, but, you know, it was like a safe vibe, I feel like. He used to do steroids, so he still had that body. And he was dating the hot Spanish teacher. And then he didn't show up to school for 2 days, had a heart attack, he died. Yeah. I've been Sam. This is really a fantastic night. Thank you guys for coming. I want to bring back up Cindy Krumpus right now. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram at Sam, like TBH. You can find me here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're going to have our shows on Sundays coming back soon. We have coming back. The rain keeps pouring, and we keep joking. And I am not joking when I say I don't know what I would do without this woman. She has taught me so much about not only being a comedian, but like being a person. You know what I mean? I don't know.
How to get that shit.
I don't wipe my Cheeto fingers on my pants anymore. Give it up for Studio Kid.
Where the hell do you 2 think you're going together? Oh, 3 of you. Can I watch? I'm so kidding. I'd be so bored. Not just because it's you, just because anybody's. I'm not bored. Just like this again and again. How about you, handsome? Where you been?
I've been hanging.
Yeah, like a horse. Good.
Yeah.
I got somebody to match that.
All right.
She's gonna work this house out. Let's give it up for the comedy of the one and only foxiest chicks in the house, Denise Fox. Let's go. For me? Hi guys.
I hope I didn't offend you by doing my taxes. I'm working on some stuff, so I was like still writing some stuff out. So we'll see how it goes. I'm really impressed with you guys getting up here at an open mic without notes. That's not me, but anyway, I am really, really, really excited that Beyonce is on the country music charts. Are you guys excited about that? Any country music fans here?
My mother.
Well, I'm from Mississippi, so I'm a Southern Christian conservative, and you know what that means. I'm judgmental, so here you go. And I grew up a fan of country music, so, and my secret dream was to always be like a country music star. So now Beyonce, a woman of color being on the charts, has given me hope for my career. You know, I've already started working on my album, you know. Bitter breakups over sweet tea, that's going to be a hit for me. Black folks at the honky tonk, that's going to be another country music hit. Dumbasses with smartphones, there you go. I can't wait to see the line dances that TikTok comes up with all of my hits, because if Beyonce can do it, I know I can, right? It's not a far stretch, you know, when you think about it. Like I said, I'm from the South. I'm a preacher's kid. My dad's a minister. And so growing up a preacher's kid, we really couldn't curse each other out. So Al knows this. There's a special way that Christians curse you out. The Christian curse out is what it is. And we say things like, I'm going to pray for you. And you need Jesus, you know. And if you, like, I would never call you a bitch. I would just simply call you Jezebel, and you would know what that means. We stub our toe. We don't say shit. We say Shadrach. You guys know who Shadrach is? Shadrach, Meshach, and that damn Billy Goat, if you were 7 years old and didn't understand what they were saying. Shadrach, okay, they're not NBA draft players. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you need to be in church this Sunday, I see. What else is going on in my life? See, that's why I need notes, sir, because I have no idea what I'm talking about. What's up with the kids these days? They are really, really lazy. They're lazy, Al. Let me tell you, my nephew, who has a job working at the Foot Locker at the second story at the mall, thought he had the day off because the escalators were broken. The escalators are broken. I said, well, why didn't you just take the stairs? And he says, the mall doesn't have stairs. You know, this is the same kid that didn't brush his teeth for 3 days because his electric toothbrush, the little module that you hook it up, it was something wrong with it, so he had to order another electric toothbrush from Amazon. I'm like, it's a toothbrush.
Right.
He's like, yeah, but the adapter is broken. It's a toothbrush. The adapter is broken. What don't you get? The adapter is broken. I'm like, it's a... Never mind. Never mind. Just chew gum. Then there's my niece, who is like 13 going on 30, you know, and she's wearing makeup soon. It's you know, but what is it that she's wearing? Fake eyelashes. She's wearing eyelashes. Ladies, what is up with these long eyelashes? I call them the spider lashes. Sir, you know what I'm talking about, right? They're the spider lashes. When I'm talking to her, I feel like Cleopatra being fanned by an Egyptian slave. You know what I mean? They're so long. I don't know, some of you older people may know. You know the Muppet Lamb Chop? That's what she looks like, the Muppet Lamb Chop. If you're too young to know what I'm talking about, look it up. You will understand what I mean by spider lashes, this girl. And then they're both into superheroes. Or clap if you are a superhero fan, DC. I don't understand what's up with the superhero costumes. Like Batman has a leather fetish, you know? And then Superman with the tights and cape. Come on. What secret? We know what secrets he's hiding, right? And then there's Wonder Woman. Who the hell designed that costume? I mean, you understand what I'm saying. If you were a superhero, would you want your superhero costume to be a corset and a thong? Really? That's a reason to call off late for work if you missed a bikini wax. You know what I'm saying? Do you get the day off? Or maybe that's your secret to fighting crime soon. Do you know what I mean? Do a roundabout kick, missing a couple of bikini waxes there. That'll show them. You know, and then there are the superhero powers. You know what I mean? It's like flying and superhero strength and things like that. You know, if I had to choose my superhero power, it would be the ability to pick super lotto numbers. And my name would be Super Lotto Lady, right? And I will be the most popular superhero in the world, right? I mean, who are you going to call when you want a new Maserati, right? Who are you going to call when you're behind on your child support? Who are you going to call to help you save this place from eviction soon? You know what I'm saying? I will be the most popular superhero in the world, right? And I would do it wearing Crocs and sweatpants. That would be my superhero outfit. But what else is going on in my life? Okay, clap if you're married. We have any married folks here? I dodged that bullet. You two aren't married? Are you thinking about? You're almost married? Okay. Sister girl, this is what I had to find out the hard way. It's not a multiple choice. I thought it was multiple. I mean, they say for richer or poorer, for better or worse. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'll take richer. I'll take better. You know, it sounds like I was just ordering like a combo at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Give me 3 for richers, for better, and can I have a till death do you part on the side? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and apparently they had to keep telling me like to uncross my fingers while I was holding the bouquet because, you know, I normally stand like this, and they thought I was just basically up there, you know, because is it a lie when you say it but your fingers are crossed? You know, when you take a vow and your fingers are crossed, doesn't that alleviate you from being called a lie? Right? That's what I thought. So when I say I do, you know what I mean? This is your out. But I have my fingers crossed. You know what I mean? So that's me. What else is going on? Clap if you've ever been a victim of a crime victim. There's no worse feeling in the world, right? You feel such a violation. There's such a violation in that. And the worst feeling of a violation is when you're a victim of theft by borrowing. Has this ever happened to any of you? I have been ripped off so many times. I've lost books, CDs, you know, no, Linda, you can't borrow $50. You already owe me $3,500. You know what I'm saying? Theft by borrowing. I saw Al 2 weeks ago. He borrowed my car. I'm glad you're here tonight because I'm going to need a ride home. You know, I haven't seen, this is my first time seeing him in a while. So it's theft by borrowing, and I just don't know, because I mean, like, who do you call? You call the cops? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, you know, I loaned my best friend, you know, my lawnmower, all of that. I just don't know how to say no, you know. But I'm not labeled a whore. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't get offers. If you know I wouldn't say no and you still don't ask me out, come on. Is it you or me? What else is going on? So this year, I'm trying to be more positive in my life. So I have, is that my light? You have one light. Okay. I'm trying to be a more positive person in life. So I'm like doing inspirational quotes. You know what I mean? Clap if you believe in like inspirational quotes. And the ones I came across the other day was a quote by Bruce Lee. And it said, do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. And I thought to myself, bullshit. I'm going to pray for an easy life. Because if you had a choice, Would you rather be Barbie or that damn Annabelle? Do you guys know who Annabelle is? That's what I'm saying. I would rather have the dream house than live in a haunted house. Thank you, guys. I'm Denise Wax. Y'all have a good one.
And where do they find you, Miss Denise Wax?
I am at DWax Comedy on Instagram. Thank you, guys.
Right. There you go. See, how's my memory? Not so bad, huh? Yeah, you're great. Listen, she's lying. Let me tell you something. You know how she met me? My car was stolen in front of my house with the app. And she was my client. So I took an Uber to meet her here. And then one night I'm here with Patty and the rest of the Irish. Somebody took my car. Where the hell do you think you're going? Are you leaving? You gotta go together? That's gonna be gross. Dude, there's ants on the floor.
Oh my god.
Get your knee pads.
That makes you feel comfortable, I'll stay here.
This has turned into a whole different thing that Aaron didn't plan on. But anyway, yeah, my car was stolen. But the one night, you had to see this. We hear, rah, 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 again, and we know the sound. Patty jumps over the chair. This is that's all they need, the Irish, a sound. They were ready to fight. Shannon sobered up. We don't know how. He was like, where? Albert was like, I'm going to pray for him. No. It was the craziest scene to have your car stolen by an app. It was by an app. So now I'm sitting here another time, and I think my husband is in my truck. And his underwear is so low. Like, why would you do that? With that hairy ass. That big hairy ass. And it wasn't even him. It was an Armenian guy. And I had a boot, and I chased his ass up Westwood Boulevard, and he had an Uber waiting. Can't make it up, even if you're able. Give it up for Will Cable. Let's do it.
Oh, man. All right. Here we are. So there's Tony Hawk, BG, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo looking motherfucker on the stage. I'm in recovery from being a husband and father. Yeah, I have a son. He's not really much like me. Straight A student, varsity athlete. Such a disappointment. Yeah, when he was 7, he hit the game-winning run in baseball. On the way home, he said to me, "Dad, you have no idea what it's like to be as good as me." I said, "Well, no, I don't, son, but keep pushing the car. We're almost at the gas station." Oh, my God, that kid. We live in an 800-square-foot condo, and, you know, it can be a bit tight at times. My wife and I, we need to get out. He'll come in from baseball, and we're going to go out, and I'll be like, let me just tell him. And on the phone, on those important phone calls a 16-year-old has to have, barrels right by me, slams the door in my face. And I'm like, well, I'll go, and I can hear him in there berating his friends on Xbox, flexing in the mirror. I don't even know what that sounds like, but that's what he was doing. You know, whatever a 16-year-old narcissist does. Yeah, so I'm like, screw it. Don't even bother telling him. He's not even going to know we're gone. So we get to the concert, and immediately this really seedy-looking guy comes up to us. And he says, "Do you need any Molly, shrooms, or doses?" And I'm like, whoa, buddy, we are parents. Better give us all 3. Because we don't get out much. And we can do a lot. So $100 later, we're feeling good for a change, you know? I guess I forgot to mention it was one of those Dead and Company shows. So there was a lot of that going around. And you hear a little didgeridoo walking around that Oh, it's the phone. FaceTime. "Dad, I broke my nose." "No, you didn't. Not tonight." Click. Right back in the pocket. Oh, not tonight. I mean, I just seen him half an hour ago. He'd been in there. Like, what could he have done in there? I called him back, and I was like, all right, well, what's going on? "Oh, today at noon." Nope. But my wife, the motherly type, goes, "I'll go back and check on him." "Dear, you're on the ground." on a planet far, far away. No, ain't gonna happen either. Man, that kid. Yeah. Oh, I have another kid. I always forget about this one. How could I do that? He's the more creative, not in the sports. The left-handed one, the always naked one. Apparently, where the creativity flows is in the shower. That motherfucker gets in there, and I guess the water hits him, and it's just like you can hear the light bulb go off. He'll come out, and I'll look up from the couch, and there he is. Soap still in hair, all the way down, puddle, dry, unused towel over his shoulder. Just, Dad, I had an idea. So I'm like, all right, let me just listen to what he has to say. He goes, brah. I'm brah. Gonna make a nonstop flight from Bali to LAX. 6,718 miles. Gonna be a game changer. Now, I don't want to stifle the creativity. Want to keep it there. So I don't say anything, except for that one time. I ran into him in his room. We were both naked this time, though. I had fully rinsed off, dried off, and was in there, and he came barreling around the corner, just slid into me. And I'm like, Adam, you have got to rinse off and dry off before coming out of the shower. Dad, you know when you're making fried chicken, you have got to double batter it like they do on the flight from LAX to Bali. Oh, man. So that's what we got going in our house. All right, Richard Ramirez is looking at me going, why were you naked in your son's room? I didn't mean that way. Wow, I didn't even take it that far because I'm going, it's really creepy if your dad's in your room naked flopping around. His older brother, the athlete that's an inch taller than me, has decided my clothes are his clothes. So when his run out, right into mine, and I have nothing to wear. I don't have any shoes, I don't have any shirts, I don't have any underwear, I don't have anything. You'd think seeing your dad in there naked would deter you. Nope. He has even gone to wearing his mother's clothes when mine, or I should say our clothes run out. He'll come out and be like, oh my God, these pants feel good. And the sweater, bra, she's bra too. Say to my wife, bra, these are mine, thanks. Last night I heard her in his room going, can I wear my sweater? He let her. Oh man. My dad was a Navy captain. I'm more of a fun dad. It wasn't bad because he did have a good sense of humor. It usually involved putting me in danger, and we'd have a really good time. A little later in life, I mean, Navy captains are around about 20% of the time because they're always at sea doing maneuvers, driving boats. That's what I knew he was doing. So we went fishing on the edge of the continental shelf in the Bahamas. It was like reef deep. One of those things where you see a speck and all of a sudden there's a big animal in front of you. He threw the anchor, or should I say made me throw the anchor, over, and he was really concerned about drifting. So he threw it over and is gunning the boat in every direction, and then the boat's like doing wheelies because like we're anchored, it's like, woo. And I'm going, that anchor ain't coming up. But you're not going to question the captain. I think the only person that can say no to a Navy captain is a Navy admiral, and I think there's 5 of those. And definitely this motherfucker was not a Navy admiral. So we fish, and we caught lots of fish parts. Yeah, and then we saw the shark that had apparently been snagging all our fish on the way in. But, I mean, it wasn't a huge shark. It was maybe, 5 feet long. No big deal. End of the day, I go to pull the anchor, and lo and behold, it is stuck. And I look at him, and he goes, well, you're just going to have to swim down there and get it out. I thought today was the day I'm going to say no to the captain. Today he has not anything to stand on. And he said to me, well, why don't you get in the water and just tell me how you feel? And I said, well, I don't even need to do that. I'm going to feel like I shouldn't be in the water. But I did it. And it made me learn that common sense has no need in my life. You know, if something like that needs to happen, I can just do it. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm blanking out because I'm thinking that tragedy. Yeah. My wife, I don't say no too much either. I married the female equivalent of my father. Yeah. And it, the murder porn.
Murder porn.
What is it with that? And the wives love that.
My wife is addicted to it, and they run one after another.
After
You can watch them 20. I don't want to talk anymore. I'm just getting.
Yeah, no. I wanted to interrupt you. It's like my wife is the nicest, caring person that's obsessed with the Manson murders you will ever meet. I mean, I know about Wojciech Fryczowski. That guy was involved. He got fucked up. No one in this room knows about Wojciech Fryczowski. I do. You know, again, how do you fall in love with somebody that's so obsessed with ritualistic killings? I guess that's really love. But she picked out the canine equivalent of herself. That dog doesn't say no to me much either. We got it from the no-kill shelter on Free Dog Day. When you get a free dog from the no-kill shelter, you get a very, very poorly behaved animal. I mean, this dog ate the interior of my car.
Oh, God.
It ate the seats, the springs, the steering wheel. I mean, it ate everything. And I'm just like going, okay, I should watch it, you know. You hear a little Fluffy gets a blockage in it and it has to have surgery, it's going to die. Nope, not this dog. Didn't digest it, didn't anything. This dog is now part seat. I tested it out. I sat on her. Very comfortable. All right, I'm Will Cable, at Will Cable, WILCABLK, on everything. And I appear as Tony Hawk on Perry Caraval Live.
Oh my God! You know how to do it. You live forever, baby. Did everything come out all right? Ah! Believe me, when they get older, they ain't a quickie. It takes for fucking ever. All right, listen. I'm talking about the talking. That's all. I think you're very funny, and you should be nude in front of your kids. That's their future. When you were having the baby, did you read every book that was written by Dr. Spock?
No, I didn't.
That's too bad, because guess what? We have a Dr. Spock here for you. Let's give it up for the documentarian himself.
Oh, really?
Thank you for welcoming him to the stage, the one and only Aaron Spock, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much. And yes, Dr. Spock. My name's Aaron Spock. Can you guys all do this? Yeah? I feel this is what Scientology feels like. Everyone there? Yeah? So yeah, I'm from Delaware. Just came out here to work on this documentary. And I'm out here for 2 months, so went on a few dates. And so yeah, they could either go really well or really bad. You know, you could find someone you love, you know, marry them and have some kids, you know, that's great. Or, you know, what's really bad, you could find someone you love, you know, marry them and have a few kids. So, so yeah, it's been cool. But yeah, so I just went on this date recently, right? And so I'm with this girl, and you know, we're having a little food, we're hanging out, and she's like, "Man, like you're doing some of the comedy. You know, who's your favorite comedian?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's Bill Cosby." And so that didn't really go too well. She stopped drinking anything that she had. But in all reality, it's, you know, when I was a little kid, my mom would play Bill Cosby in the car, and you know, just, you know, great stuff. He didn't have anything about, you know, putting Molly in her champagne. So so yeah, that didn't go too well. But you know, I have another date tonight, which is great. So I'm gonna tell her I'm into music, and my favorite artist is R. Kelly. But yeah, that's just had a little short set tonight. But you guys are great. I mean, you're killing it. I know, a little corta. Next time. But yeah, you made me feel like I'm back in Brooklyn. There's this Puerto Rican bar. You probably know about Tonitas. And in the back, there's always these like two Irish guys always yelling at each other.
That's
and
every bar.
It's everybody.
That's every bar.
Terrible,
Tell
but
them how it goes.
I had the bad idea of asking about the IRA, and
Oh shit.
yeah, sorry, I didn't know about it, so maybe you'll learn. But yeah, that's it for me tonight. My name's Aaron Spock. You'll find this will be out in like damn near 2 months, maybe. We're finishing up some more stuff. We just made a song, so the whole documentary. I mean, you guys are. I'm so proud of every guys that came up here tonight. The whole thing is about following your dreams, doing something creative that you just always want to do, and you guys all did that tonight, which is amazing. More than anyone, I work in an office. My full-time job work for NASA, and so I'm in this office every day. I'm talking to people, and I'm like, they hate their life. They really just hate it. And so for you guys to come up here and do it, it's so powerful because there's so many people in this world that don't do what they love. So I think it's beautiful for you guys to do that. So that's the whole point of this documentary. So I'm doing a new creative thing every 2 weeks. Did this. We're kind of catching up on comedy, but I just made a song. We were in the studio a few nights ago, and I'm recording this. Feel like an idiot, but it was like, oh, what does it take to make a song? So it's been cool. And then we're gonna do acting. So applied a few gigs, and then wrapping up doing art. And the final episode, I'm working on my Spanish. We're going to Peru to actually go find the indigenous people, like a real Indiana Jones type of adventure. So yeah. So yeah, keep on chasing your dreams. Whatever you desire, you can have it. Just make a little plan, and you'll do it. But it's gonna be on YouTube, and then we're pitching it to a bunch of networks afterwards. So
Thank you.
for sure, thank you guys.
Well, it's gonna be for the network. We'll make sure we get you with the cute girls.
That's what's out.
That's how we do it. Don't leave. You know why? We only got 2 left.
I'm here.
You're here? Okay, because you know why this next guy coming up, he's on HBO, so you should catch him. He's in a new show called Laces. Let's give it up for Albert Linton. Stop throwing stuff at me.
What was Aaron? Did I throw that? Thank you so much. Oh, keep it going for Cinda.
Yeah.
And for everyone else that you've heard from tonight. Okay, you don't have to if you don't want to. It's quite all right. It's good to be here. It's excellent to be here. Thank you. That concludes my set tonight. How's it going, Patty? I only come to see Patty. Because Patty is always funny. And my other friends. So it's been a while since I've been here, right? It's been not that anyone missed me or anything like that, but it's been a few. Has it been a month, maybe?
Yes,
Something
I've
like
been
that.
here a month.
It's been a while. So I've been saving a lot of money and not telling any jokes. That's been the thing. So I've been bedridden. I had back surgery. I had surgery on my back a few months ago, and it affected my ability to be mobile without walking sticks. So I have 2 sticks that I walk with mostly now. So I don't come out unless I'm really feeling it. And tonight I was feeling it for some reason. So I decided I'd come out and get recorded talking nonsense, or stand up. I was glad to see my friend out here, Denise. I was glad to see you. I haven't seen you in a month. And I was in your neighborhood. So I robbed your house. And then I went back to my neighborhood and robbed somebody else's house. So that was nice. I don't really have a set. What? What's up, Richard Ramirez? Huh? Oh, I'm going to keep going. I was just asking you what was up because you were laughing, and I was wondering why.
Because you look like Bill Cosby.
Oh, okay. All right. I've heard that before. That's all bullshit. I look like Yaphet Kotto.
Oh!
I don't look anything like Bill Cosby. If you think I look like Bill Cosby, that shit is in your head. Seriously. I look like Yaphet Kotto. I look like a couple of other very famous black men. But who?
Albert Linton.
Albert Linton, yes. But Bill Cosby, not at all. Not at all. I don't have a drink in my hand offering it to you. I used to like him so much, too. I used to like Bill Cosby so much, man. He's the one that really made me appreciate jokes. When he did his whole bit about the Revolutionary War
and how the British were marching in a straight line, and they had on red and white uniforms, and the settlers, they got to hide behind trees and shoot at them. That was funny. He did this whole bit about Noah. Noah didn't believe it was God, and then the rain started, and all of a sudden, whoa, he believed. That was funny. It was, yeah. The whole thing about chocolate cake, the dentist thing, that shit was all very funny. And then it turns out he's a rapist. How do you go from being that funny to being a scumbag? How does that happen?
I thought he was acquitted.
That was funny. No, he wasn't acquitted. He was in jail. Well, he served his time. He got a special deal with the judge. He was not acquitted. If he was acquitted, I wouldn't be standing up and saying he's a piece of shit. I wouldn't. I mean, it just doesn't work that way because he was not acquitted. So OJ was acquitted. Isn't that interesting? OJ was acquitted and Cosby was found guilty. So that tells you what? The justice system works if you have money. Because it cost OJ $2.5 million to beat that rap. And I don't know if he did it or not. We'll never know because the freaking cops, they fucked it all up. But $2.5 million. I don't know how much it cost Cos to get out of it, but I need money. If they convinced me, I need some cash. Anyway, I don't really have a set. I just want to stand up here and let y'all stare at me. Because I enjoy that. I seem to know you, though. Have we met before?
I think we've seen each other somewhere.
Okay, yeah, because when I walked in, I noticed that you look familiar.
I always wear a hockey jersey.
Okay, then I don't know you. Then, no. It's the hockey jersey gave it away. I don't know anything about hockey jerseys. So I don't know. My mother-in-law used to watch hockey religiously, and I hated it. And I lived in New York, and I was married. So then I moved from New York, so I got a divorce. Because that's how that works. You're married in a certain time and place, and then when you move from that time and place, you get divorced. Okay, so that didn't work. That meant absolutely nothing. Okay, so what do I want to talk about? I haven't done any acting lately, and I'm beginning to feel lonely, I had an audition the other day. My agent called me and told me I had an audition. And then the casting director called me and said, you got to turn in this tape. And I didn't get it done. I couldn't do it. I was just unable to pull it together. Because, with the back surgery and shit, it is hard. And the drugs they give me, I have some really good drugs. But I don't want to take them because I don't want to be out of my mind all freaking day. That's why I couldn't do the audition because the Percocet kicked in. And Percocet is a hell of a drug, I have a whole tube of them like this. I take like one a day. I'm supposed to take like 3 a day, but I can't. I can't do it because I just remain, I'm stupid the whole day. The drugs make me dumb as fuck. So I'm like, I'm not taking this. So I'm selling them. Anybody want to buy some? Just kidding. I'm not selling them. I remember the days when heroin was the big thing. And everybody was doing the horse, the white horse, heroin. We used to sniff it, and some of the dudes would like shoot it up in their arms and like that back in the 60s and the 70s. And man, that was a drug epidemic. So many people died. You would be walking down the street and people just fall out dead from an OD on heroin. It was an interesting time to be alive in New York at the time, back in the 60s. Dudes would just be standing on the street corner like this. And then they'd fall. Seriously. They'd just fall right on their face. So I'd rob them. And then I'd keep going. I'd take whatever drugs they had in their pocket. And then I'd go and, it was just wild to see that kind of stuff, back then, back in this. But now everything is cool. Nobody does drugs like that anymore. Nobody does heroin or cocaine or speed or any of those other drugs, right? Well, it's a different time now, though. Junkies are different. Junkies are more undercover now. Back then, junkies were like on top. They didn't care. You know, they were just out in the open about it. But now you got the same junkies, but they do it on the sly. So you don't know they're junkies. But once you know a junkie, you can always tell a junkie. You can always tell someone who's strung out on drugs. Just something about them. Like they wear shades indoors and shit. I've missed being here. I've missed telling my silly jokes. Oh, you got a new plant. That's right. And it's looking good. Yeah, and your other one is looking good, too. The one I took from here. But this one is looking all shiny. Who did it? Who takes care of it?
I made it.
Oh, it looks really good. It's all shiny and stuff. It looks like someone cares about it.
Thank you.
That's really nice. I haven't done a show in so long. I don't even know if I remember my act. Take off my pants. Take off my pants?
I'm kidding.
Did someone invite me? I'd be happy to do it. Oh, I got that stripper in me, baby. It's been a long time since I've been on stage. And I kind of miss it. But not really. There's a lot to be said for just laying around the house. I work out every day. I have a really hot personal trainer. She's 30, and I'm in my 70s. So it's a perfect match. I work out with her 5 times a week. And it's the highlight of my day. When you get to be 70, and well, actually 74, when you get to be 74, you'll know what I mean. Every little warm-blooded creature makes a difference. So I work out with her. Is that my light? Yeah. So what, I have like 10 minutes? Yeah. 20? Oh, thanks so much, Sam. Get to work out every day. You know, go over to Burbank and hang out at the fitness club over there and try and keep this body in shape and not miss doing comedy. But at the same time, miss doing acting. So I'm on a show called Lace. It's on HBO All Black. That's what it's called, HBO All Black Gems. I'm also on a show called The Black Hamptons, which is, you know, the Hamptons in New York, and this is the black version of it. I have a short film out called, I forget what it's called. What's it called? Huh? No. What's it called? Cabbage. It's called Cabbage. Yeah, and I play a monster in that one, so that one was a lot of fun. And I'm in a show called Into the Void, which was a feature-length film. So have those 4 things going. You can check me out. I'm also on YouTube under Albert Linton Comedy, and I'm on Instagram under Albert Linton Comedy. And you can reach me, find me, Albert Linton Comedy. Don't forget, it's Albert Linton Comedy.
Albert Linton Comedy.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. It was a great night tonight. I know you're going on. Give me a second. I want to tell you again that people tell you you're funny. You probably are. And again, but you won't know till you take it from the page to the stage. Look at Albert. He's a living example of making money doing nothing now. I want to be in his shoes. I really do. In those shoes. It's so great to be here. If you guys think about a podcast, you can always check us out on our podcast here, Talk Show on the Go, and we have other things that are going on, you know. And that's it. Wrap it up. My name is Sandra Cronquist. Good night.